Okay, so imagine a country where pyramids that are over 4,500 years old are still standing tall today, where the longest river on Earth has been giving life to millions of people for thousands of years, and where one of the greatest civilizations in human history got its start. Welcome to Egypt. All right, let's start with the basics. Nothing too heavy, I promise.
Egypt is a country in Northeast Africa, and its capital is Cairo, this huge, busy city packed with millions of people. In total, Egypt has around 113 million people. They speak Arabic, they use the Egyptian pound as currency, and most of them follow Islam. But honestly, the real star of the show here is the Nile River, the longest river in the world, and I mean without it, Egypt just wouldn't exist the way we know it. Almost everyone lives close to it, because the rest of the country is basically all desert. Oh, and here's something kind of cool. Egypt actually connects two continents, Africa and Asia, through this stretch of land called the Sinai Peninsula. Pretty wild when you think about it. Now, let's talk history for a sec, because this is where it gets really interesting. Egypt's story goes back over 5,000 years. That's hard to even wrap your head around. Back then, kings called pharaohs ruled the land, and they built these massive pyramids as tombs for when they passed away. They also came up with hieroglyphics, which was basically writing using little pictures and symbols instead of letters. And get this, they were incredibly advanced for their time in engineering, medicine, even math. Some of the most famous names from that era: Tutankhamun, Cleopatra, Ramses II, names that honestly we're still talking about thousands of years later. Okay, fast forward to today. Egypt is actually one of the biggest economies in all of Africa. Tourism is a massive part of that, along with agriculture, manufacturing, and the Suez Canal, which, fun fact, plays a huge role in global shipping. Now, like a lot of countries right now, Egypt's dealing with challenges too, things like inflation and rising living costs. But even with that, tourists just keep coming, more and more every year, because, well, let's be real, this place has some of the most incredible historical sites on the entire planet. So, speaking of that, if you ever get the chance to visit, here are a few places you really shouldn't miss. First up, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the only ancient wonder of the world still standing today. Then, there's the Great Sphinx, this giant statue with a lion's body and a human face, just sitting there in the desert, staring out like it's guarding something. There's also the Karnak Temple Complex, one of the largest temple complexes ever built by human hands. It's massive. And the Abu Simbel temples, these huge structures, literally carved into rock by Ramesses II. Don't forget the Valley of the Kings either, where a lot of pharaohs were buried. And hey, if temples aren't really your thing, there's always Sharm el-Sheikh. Beautiful beaches, coral reefs, great for diving, if that's more your speed. Now, before we wrap up, here are a few facts that might genuinely surprise you. About 95% of Egyptians live near the Nile River. That's almost everyone. The Great Pyramid? It was the tallest building in the entire world for nearly 3,800 years. Let that sink in for a second. Ancient Egyptians also used something called mummification to preserve bodies after death. And even today, archaeologists are still digging up new discoveries buried beneath the sand. So yeah, at the end of the day, Egypt is so much more than just pyramids. It's a place where ancient history and modern life just exist side by side, from the Nile River to the temples to the busy, vibrant cities. It's easily one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen, and honestly, a dream destination for so many travelers out there. All right, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hey, I'll see you in the next adventure.